the happy hour. Are you ready to rock? 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on. Join me, hon. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. Gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 2, 3 and 4, if the band slows down, we'll yell for more. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the band chimes 5, 6, and 7, we'll be right in 7th heaven. Gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Well, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 2. I'll be going strong and so will you. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 12, we'll cool off then and start rocking around the clock again. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the happy hour. Are you ready to rock? I said, are you ready to rock? Yeah, we're going to go back in time a little bit to start things, and then we're going to work our way through and play some rock and roll. I mean, who said that 3 chords can't make a cool song? I think that proves that it can, and we're going to talk through a little bit of the history. Look, I'm not a rock and roll expert. I don't know all the details about all the history of rock, but I know what I like, and I know that a lot of the stuff we listen to today owes its roots to what we did back then. So that was from 1954. That was Bill Haley and his comets. His comets, not the comets, his comets. He owns those comets, Bill Haley, and that was Rock Around the Clock. Many of you will know that as the theme from Happy Days, but how weird is it that song is 68 years young, right? Craziness. G'day everyone, hope you're doing well. Yeah, a little bit of Bill Haley and his comments, hope you're doing well. Michael, g'day to Thomas, g'day to Mark Bro, Clayton Von Kluge, Genre Music, g'day Gary, hello Tremor Bear, hope you're doing well. Hello to Mum and Dad, yeah, many memories. I know a lot of the tunes I'm playing in the early part of the show are from like 6 o'clock rock that I used to listen to back in the day on whatever radio station was around at the time. Hello Bleeding Red Beats, thank you for being here as well. Who else did I see? Angela Sinclair, of course. It wouldn't be a show without Angela. And hello to Omni Collective Creativity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 syllables. I'm just going to call you OC because 10 syllables is too many. All right. Let's play another tune here. This is from Mr. Buddy Holly from 1957. If you knew Peggy Sue, then you'd know why I feel blue without Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, yes, I love you, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, and I love you, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue. Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, and I need you, Peggy Sue. I love you, Peggy Sue, with a love so rare and true. Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, and I want you, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue. Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, and I miss you, Peggy Sue. I love you, Peggy Sue, with a love so rare and true. Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, yes, I want you, Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, and I want you, Peggy Sue. Little bit of Buddy Holly from 1957 and Peggy Sue. Back when songs could just be a girl's name, and you'd get away with that. But again, a lot of rock and roll roots come from songs like that from the 50s. So yeah, shout out to all the 50s. And you know what? There was a heap of other songs we could have played from the 50s. Could have played some Roy Orbison. Could have played some Buddy, not Buddy Holly. We just played Buddy Holly. Who am I thinking of? Great Balls of Fire, Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of guys and gals that were kicking off the whole rock and roll thing back in the 1950s. But that was just a little sample of a couple of the classic ones that I definitely listened to a heap growing up. Cheers, everybody. It's Buddy Holly and the Crickets. The Comets, the Crickets. You always had to have a band with you. It was always blah, 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 and the something. Or in the case of Bill Haley, his Comets. All right, let's. I don't see Russ anywhere, so we can safe to play this. Let's rip off the Band-Aid and say that rock and roll wouldn't be rock and roll without this particular band. Baby's good to me, you know. She's happy as can be, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. Baby says she's mine, you know. She tells me all the time, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad she's my little girl. She's so glad she's telling all the world that her baby buys her things, you know. He buys her diamond rings, you know. She said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. Baby says she's mine, you know. She tells me all the time, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad she's my little girl. She's so glad she's telling all the world that her baby buys her things. No, he buys her diamond rings. No, she said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. She's in love with me and I feel fine. The Beatles there from 1964. And I feel fine. Yes, the Beatles, the Crickets, the Comets. We got them all. We got them all here in the 60s, folks. Ringo sang on this one in response to a reporter asking him he felt when in the hospital circa 1964. So this is why I love you, folks, because I didn't do a whole lot of research because I'm a lazy man. So I like it when you guys bring the extra info. And there you go. Michael Thompson says he saw the Beatles in 1965, just a year after that song was released. And 1965 is the year we are going to next, Michael. So I'm sure you'll know the band that we're going to be there. Pete hits the G fourth octave. Yeah, in my not in my chest voice. There's a few songs that require quite a bit of falsetto work here today. Who haven't we said g'day to? G'day to Mum and Dad. Hello to Hugh Caldwell. G'day Clayton Von Kluge. Hello to Jade Starr. Jade Starr did a cool opening hour today. Thomas Christ did a show before that as well. And hey, it's Bobby Mitchell. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And thanks for joining us here on the Happy Hour. Let us know what you're imbibing. I've got the Mismatch Adelaide Crows limited edition session ale here today because it's the SANFL Grand Final and my team, the Norwood Redlegs, are playing. Now, I can't say that I've been to a lot of football this year. It's been a busy year and there's been times throughout the season that I don't really want to be around people, just quietly. No offence to people, but people breathe and breathe germs. So I have been steering clear of sporting events, but... Nearly time to get out of the cave. This is a tune from 1965, and I think you might know it. 2, 3, 4. I can get no satisfaction. I can get no satisfaction, 'cause I try, and I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no, I can't get no. When I'm driving in my car, and a man comes on the radio, and he's telling me more and more that some useless information supposed to drive my imagination. I can't get no, no. Hey, 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 what I say. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction, 'cause I try, and I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no, I can't get no. When I'm watching my TV, and a man comes on to tell me how white my shirts can be, but he can't be a man 'cause he doesn't smoke the same cigarettes as me. I can't get no. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 that's what I say. Hey, 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 that's what I say. When I'm riding around the world, and I'm doing this, and I'm singing that, and I'm trying to make some girl who tells me, baby, better come back to her later next week, 'cause you see I'm on a losing streak. I can't get no, oh no, no. Hey, 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 that's what I say. Hey, 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 what I say. A little bit of Rolling Stones rolling their way through 1965 and some a rockin' tune there called I Can't Get No Satisfaction. I like that song. What you might have noticed there is the 50s was all very major and seventh. For those playing along at home, they'll love your theory. A lot of major and seventh, so it was going almost 12-bar blues like. We got a few more minor chords thrown in there in the 60s, so the Beatles and the Stones tunes we played there incorporated a little bit more interest in there, especially the Beatles tune. And this next one that we're going to play from 1969, nice. And this bloke has often been called the king of rock and roll. And there's one of my favourite tunes from this particular gentleman. 2, 3, 4. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I say, we can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. With an old friend I know, about to say hello, would I still see suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again, asking where I've been. You can see these tears are real, I'm crying. Go on together with suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. Oh, let our love survive. I'll dry the tears from your eyes. Let's not let a good thing die. When, honey, you know I'll never lie to you. Ooh, we're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I say. Elvis is the king of rock and roll. And Bleeding Red Beats is the king of giving us donations. Thank you. Round of applause, please, for Bleeding Red Beats. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I always forget to do the whole please like, comment, subscribe, donate, give your firstborn child, and all the rest of the things that all the YouTube folks will ask you to do. But appreciate the donations, the donos. That's what the kids call them these days. Thanks for the dono. I appreciate you. And if anyone else would like to donate, there's two ways to do it. You can use the cool super chat and super stickers right here on YouTube, just like Bleeding Red Beats has done, or you can go ahead and use the PayPal. And a huge thank you to all those who already donate via Patreon. Lots of patrons out there. There you go. That's the other way you can do it. See, look, Thomas Christ, right on the ball. G'day, Bubba. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Hello to Antoinette Swindell. Thank you for dropping on by. Adam George Brown. Oh, hello. Hazel Douglas is Adam George Brown. Okay. Just to keep me on my toes. Absolutely. All right, let's move on, shall we? Let's hit the 70s. I'm going to let my hair down. Oh, that's right. I own no hair. I'm going to have a drink, though. And then I'm going to let my hair down, and we're going to play some 70s tunes. I've got a couple of 70s rock tunes to play for you here. And we're going to start in the 70s with some Sabbath, because 70s. Finished with my woman, 'cause she couldn't help me with my mind. People think that I'm insane because I'm frowning all the time. All day long I think of things, but nothing seems to satisfy. Think I lose my mind if I don't find something to pacify. Can you help me occupy my brain? Oh yeah. I need someone to show me things in life that I just cannot find. I can't see the things that make true happiness. I must be blind. Make a joke and I will sigh, and you will laugh and I will cry. Happiness I cannot feel, and love to me is so unreal. As you hear these words for telling you now of my state, I tell you how to enjoy life. I wish I could, but it's too late. Y'all, Black Sabbath with Paranoid from 1970. Did you notice, those playing along at home, did you notice that in the last song, I started an octave too high, no, low, and then that one I started an octave too high, because I can't sing that one. Finish with my woman. Can't quite get it up there for the whole time. Well, I could, but then we wouldn't get through the whole show, so would not be cool. Thank you. Is there anyone I haven't said g'day to? If there is, give me a wave, shout out, and say hello, hello. Thank you, appreciate you. Thank you, I dig it. It's down, Pete, on the floor, I think. Where is it? Oh, my mind. I lost my mind. Yeah, where is it? I cannot find it. As long as it's not on my beers and on the floor. Our friend Mobile Music Pro Vortex was here just before the show in the chat, and he's like, "What do we do if Pete knocks his beer over in the show?" And I say, "Well, then people really need to donate so I can replace it and buy a new one." Cheers. All right, we'll go to 1975 now, shall we? As we count our way through some rock and roll. And this is not only a rock and roll song. This is a rock and roll song about rock and roll, which is a little bit better. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? It is the tongued emperors of darkness, KISS. Show us everything you got. Keep on dancing and the room gets hot. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. Say you wanna go for a spin. The party's just begun, we'll let you in. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. I wanna rock and roll all night, and part of every day. I wanna rock and roll all night, and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night, and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night, and party every day. You keep on saying you'll be mine for a while. You're looking fancy and I like your style. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You show us everything you got. Baby, baby, that's quite a lot. And you drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. Sing it if you know it. I wanna rock and roll all night, part of every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night, then take 3 or 4 days to recover. Because, let's be honest, old. No, I'd like to rock and roll all day and get a good night's sleep. I'm going to change the lyrics of that song to that. Thank you. We've got another donation from Joe and Barry Glenn, because of course we do, because they're awesome. Thank you, Joe and Barry Glenn. Yeah, kind of had to. I know. As soon as I looked in, because I looked for rock and roll, and I found a few tunes about rock and roll, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? We've got to play the rock songs about rock, don't we? So we went with it. Alrighty. Yes, that's I love the dancing. It looks like Travolta, doesn't it? Yeah, it totally looks like the Travolta avatar with the. All right, this next song, 1978, and again, it's probably most well known for being in a 1980s movie called Risky Business, and it goes a little something like this. 2, 3, 4. Take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Jazz music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You never even get me out on the floor. 10 minutes, I'll be late for the door. I like that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. The kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of gold with that old time rock and roll. Won't go to hear 'em play a tango. I'd rather hear some blues or funky old soul. The only one sure way to get me to go, so play an old time rock and roll. Call me a rally, call me what you will. Say I'm old fashioned, say I'm over the hill. The dead music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Woo, woo, woo. Still like that old time rock and roll. The kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of gold with that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of gold with that old time rock and roll. Rock. Don't forget, Rocktober is just around the corner. Oh, very cool. But it says Hazel, but that's my mom. It's Adam George Brown. Neanderthal was just played in your music. Oh, there you go. G'day. Hello. Yeah, it's always a mystery when people are under different people's accounts and different names and things. Always makes it a little bit tricky. So yes, that one was from Bob Seger, of course. Sorry, that was a bit loud. Whenever I hear that song, or think of that song, Bob Seger, I think of the joke in The Simpsons where they're like, enjoy Bob Seger, and it's like got Bob Saget tickets. And anyway, if you didn't know Bob Saget, who R.I.P. Bob Saget, no longer with us, but was a very filthy comedian. Like he had that innocent persona with being the dad on Full House and being the host of Funniest Home Videos. Oh yeah, and the solo in the original one was very, very cool by Bob Seger. But yeah, Bob Saget was a filthy mouthed comedian. Go back and look up some Bob Saget jokes. Not safe for work, let it be said. Hello, Emobot9000. Hope you're doing well. Sleeping in for October? Yeah, I might have to as well. I might have to sleep in after this show. Whew, taking it out of me. All right, let's go to the 80s. Now, the 80s wasn't I mean, there was some rock in the 80s, but it was Bon Jovi, and it was like Europe, and it was like kind of hair metal, and a lot of the 80s were either poppiness or like synth wave stuff. But there was a little bit of rock, and we're going to go early 80s with this song, because I can't not play it, because I love this tune. It is by Australian band with a Scottish frontman by the name of Men at Work, and it's called Down Under. Traveling in a frayed out combi on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. She said, do you come from a land down under, where women glow and men plunder? Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4", full of muscles. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, I come from a land down under, where bitters flow and men chunder. Can you hear the thunder? Better run, better take cover. Hey now. Lying in a den in Bombay, with a slack jaw, not much to say. I said to the man, are you trying to tempt me? Because I come from a land of plenty. He said, oh, do you come from a land down under? Oh yeah, yeah. Women glow and men plunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. I come from a land down under, where bitters flow and men chunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. And Yes, and apparently a bit like Paul Hogan and Throw Another Shrimp on the Barbie, that was about all you got of Australian culture in the 1980s. Yeah, there you go. There's the koalas and the kangaroos. I rode a kangaroo to work yesterday, and then I had roast koala for dinner. Yeah. No, despite, weirdly enough, I'll turn that up, but weirdly enough, there are kangaroos in Australia, plenty of them in the bush, in the outback, not so many right near me. But, you know, you don't have to go far. Like, there's Cleland Wildlife Reserve here with plenty of kangaroos and stuff, and you will see them from time to time. More likely to see koalas, because there's so many eucalyptus trees, gum trees around here in Australia and around my area. Big older gums, and that's where the koalas hang out. And koalas are idiots, by the way. Koalas are angry dicks, and they like to screech and claw at your face. People think, oh, koala, fuzzy little thing. Like wombats. Wombats are assholes. Wombats just want to charge you and like knock you over. Anyway. Yeah, Australian animals for the win. But yeah, thank you. Kangaroo's about 5 minutes from me. Yeah, look, there are kangaroos around. But Kangaroos are far from chill. No, unfortunately, all the Australian animals that you think are like laid back and chill, kangaroo would kick your head in as much as look at you. Koalas will scratch your face off and claw your eyeballs out. Come to Australia, folks. It's beautiful. All right, we don't have squirrels. In fact, that was freaky. The first time I went to the US, my wife and I were walking through Central Park in New York, and there were just like little squirrels everywhere, like squirrels, and all the New Yorkers were like, "Hey, forget about it. They're just squirrels, all right? They're pests around here." What the hell accent was that? And we're like, "We're from Australia. We don't have any squirrels." So no, we have possums and bats. We have these fruit bats that, are flying, are our pests. Well, they're not pests, but they're annoying. They get around the place. But possums are the worst. Like in the middle of the night, you're just drifting off to sleep, and then you just hear like screech coming from like your roof, and it's like possums. Hello, possums. Yeah. I imagine kangaroos in Australia being like deer where I live. Yeah, well, that's the thing. They're not they're not like hopping down the main streets. That's the thing. If you're in the suburbs, you need some bushland for a kangaroo, because kangaroos don't like to hang out, except in the even the spiders. You've got to be careful of spiders. If it's got a red back, you give it a whack. If it doesn't, you let it chill. That's the way I look at it around here, because the redbacks are the most poisonous ones, at least here in South Australia. In fact, our cricket team is called the Red Box. It's called the Redbacks. How are we going on time? All right, I'm going to play one more Australian. I'm going to play another Australian song. All the 80s songs are Australian. This is a song that many of you may not know. I don't know if Hunters and Collectors are a band that made it through to the rest of the world. But this is a really nice ballad. It is a rock song kind of, but it's a rock ballad, and it's got that nice 3-chord rock ballad structure. So it builds upon, like, Beatles were doing this 30 years beforehand, and then Hunters and Collectors. There's a tune called "Throw Your Arms Around Me." I will come for you at night time. I will raise you from your sleep. I will kiss you in far places as I go running along your street. I will squeeze the life out of you. You'll make me laugh and make me cry. We will never forget it. You will make me call your name, and I'll shout it to the blue summer sky. We may never meet again, so shed your skin and let's get started. You will throw around me. Dreamed of you at nighttime, and I watched you in your sleep. I met you in high places, touched your head and touched your feet. So if you disappear out of view, you know I will never say goodbye, though I try to forget it. You will make me call your name, and I'll shout it to the blue summer sky. We may never meet again, so shed your skin and let's get started. You will throw your arms around me. We will never meet again, so shed your skin and let's get started. You will throw your arms around me. Around me. A very nice song by the Australian band Hunters and Collectors from 1986. So we're through the 50s, we're through the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. And we've all done all that in 40 minutes. Now, I know I've left behind. Like, you're going to be going, where's the Floyd Johns? Where's the Led Zepp Johns? I'm like, yeah, I know. We can't play everyone. And I didn't want to have to learn a whole bunch of songs this week, because I had a lot of stuff. It's song temper, people. I'm creating music, so I didn't have a heap of time. But we threw a few new songs in there. And we're now going to hit the 90s. So we now hit 90s rock, which is my favourite kind of rock. And we're going to start off with perhaps my favourite band of all time, to be honest. I definitely own more albums, CDs, singles, memorabilia, things of this particular band than any other in history. And yeah, when you listen to songs like this one, you can definitely hear some of those early rock and roll roots, despite the fact that Kurt Cobain, were he still with us, would probably be like, nah, man, totally original. No, he actually loved the Beatles, and he loved a lot of that early rock and roll stuff, and definitely credited a lot of what Nirvana did with the early rock and roll influences. So this is up there in my top 10 of all time Nirvana songs, called Heart Shaped Box. 3, 4. She has me like a Pisces when I'm weak. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. I've been drawn into your magnetar pit trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn black. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Your advice. Needed orchids, forgive no one just yet. Cut myself on angel hair and baby's breath. Broken hymen of your highness, I'm left black. Throw down your umbilical noose so I can climb right back. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Your advice. She has me like a Pisces when I'm weak. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. I've been drawn into your magnetar pit trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn black. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Your advice. Your advice. Your advice. A little bit of Nirvana with Heart Shaped Box from 1993 from their In Utero album, one of my favourite songs of all times. What model of Taylor? This is the Taylor 110E Hue, and it and all the other gear I use is linked over at the gear guide. I love this guitar because it's like I'm not an expensive guitar guy. This guitar cost me just under $1,000 Australian, which retails for about $600 or $700 US, which is not a cheap guitar by any means, but it's certainly not an expensive one. And the quality of the pickup, the quality of the build on this thing, and the tone you get from the full, you can't get the cutout version, the 110 CE, but I love the tone you get from a full Dreadnought, and I'm just plugging straight into my board, a little bit of reverb, and everything's good. So yeah, I like my guitar. I like my guitar. It's all cool. All right, thank you, appreciate you. Danny Gable, hello to you. Thank you, Barry Glenn, appreciate you. Thanks to anyone else. If there's anyone else here that I haven't said g'day to, please drop your hellos, shoot me a wave and say hello. Let's play a couple more. I've got a bunch of 90s songs that I want to play for you, and we've only got technically 15 minutes left here, so I'm going to have a quick drink, and then we're going to play this tune. I can't play Nirvana from 1993 without playing a song from this band, from their album, also from 1993. One, two, three, four, five against one, five, five, five against one, zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against one, five, five against. Torture from me to me, yeah. Abducted from the street, yeah. I'd rather be with an animal. Why would you want to hurt me? So frightened of your pain. I'd rather be with an animal. 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 5 against 1, 5, 5, 5, 5 against 1, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 1, 5, 5, 5, 5 against 1, say. A little bit of Animal there, 1993 from Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam, yes I can. Yeah, I could have played Daughter, but Daughter doesn't quite sound right unless you have the 12 string and the open G tuning. I don't know. I've never learned to play it properly, so I play Animal. Plus, Animal's a bit more rock and roll. Daughter's like a bit more of a ballad, but it's all good. Let's play some Green Day. Let's just kick straight on so we can play some more songs. This one's my favourite Green Day song of all time from the classic 1994 album Dookie. It's called Basket Case. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Or am I just stoned? I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She said it's lack of sex that's bringing me down. I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. To quit my whining 'cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Whoa. Hey, hey. Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the ones that we lost, that we not, but the dreams bring back all the memories. Memories bring back, memories bring back. Time to give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just paranoid? Am I just paranoid? Or am I just stoned? I don't know. You tell me. It's a me, Mario. For some reason, I suddenly got an Italian accent. Yeah, threw a little bit of mashup in there. Because why not? Because give it a bit of fun. I just love that anything that uses that, what is it called? The canon in D kind of chord progression. Like, yeah, it's so much fun to kind of play a bunch of different songs that all have that in it. Just moving from one to one. Thank you. I appreciate you. I can't pronounce your name. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I give it a go. If it's in, what are they called? Cyrillic letters, characters. I do always try, but I don't. I can't. Yeah, little Maroon 5 slipped in there for good measure. Thank you. Oh no, we've got violence being threatened here by Clayton von Kluge. Hit the like, or I'm going to hit you. Well, you don't want Clayton hitting you, so you better hit the like button. All right, cheers, everybody. Thank you, Holly. Appreciate you. Let's move on, shall we, to 1997. And we've already played a song by like when I think of a rock and roll show, I've been to some cool shows and some cool rock shows in my time. When I think of rock and roll, I think of Dave Grohl, and I think of the band the Foo Fighters. And this is not the most rockin' Foo Fighters song, but yeah, there you go. Launch the Canon D by Taco Bell. Is it Taco Bell? It's like tac Bell. What is it? I don't know. I should look it up. But this is one of my favorite Foo Fighters songs from 1997. It's called My Hero. Drop my pick. I reckon that's the first time I've dropped my pick in a show for a long time, as long as I can remember. All right, let's give it a go. Too alarming now to talk about. Take your pictures down and shake it out. Truth or consequence, say it aloud. Use that evidence, race it around. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes. There goes my hero, it's ordinary. Does the best of them bleed it out, while the rest of them peter out. Truth or consequence, say it aloud. Use that evidence, race it around. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes. There goes my hero, it's ordinary. Kudos my hero, living on the best. Kudos my hero, the one that's home. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes. There goes my hero, it's ordinary. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes. There goes my hero, it's ordinary. A little bit of Foo Fighters from 1997. We are coming to the end, but I wasn't gonna play anything in the 2000s, and I'm like, come on, I can't pretend that I'm just in that music ended in 1999. I mean, it kind of did, but I'm not going to do that. Thank you, Bleeding Red Beats. Yeah, very cool song, isn't it? I dig it. Kudos, my hero. Very cool. If we don't fight the Foo, who will, right? Hello, Mother Jessie, by the way. G'day to you. Midnight Bandit, hello to you. Thank you. If anyone's dropped in and I haven't said g'day to, please say hello. And I will say hello to you. What's going on here? Booger King? I don't get it. Yeah, Hugh Cordwell, it is very late for you. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate you. Extra kudos for being a hero and hanging out here. Yeah, Foo Fighters were apparently the term for like a flying saucer back in I want to say World War II. like around about that, 40s and 50s, old school, and they'd see unidentified flying objects and go, "Oh no, it's a Foo Fighter." What the hell accent was that? Oh no, it's a Foo Fighter. It was like, oh no, he wears. We miss you too, Mother Jessie. Mother Jessie. Can play that song. That Mother Jessie, how's the weather? Still your daughter, still the way. No, I don't know the song, but cool. Mother Jessie just reminds me of Mother, Mother. All right, let's play this song. This is like where rock and roll like kind of reached awesomeness, and bands like this one, World War II, says Mark. Cool. Where this is one of my favorite bands from the 2000s, and it's a band simply called Muse, and this is their song called Hysteria. 2, 3, 4. It's bugging me, grating me, and twisting me around. Yes, I'm endlessly caving in and turning inside out. 'Cause I want it now, I want it now. Your heart and your soul. I'm breaking out, I'm breaking out. Last chance to lose control. It's holding me, morphing me, forcing me to strive to be endlessly cold within and dreaming I'm alive. 'Cause I want it now, I want it now. Give me your heart and your soul. I'm not breaking down, I'm breaking out. Last chance to lose control. I want you now, I want you now. I feel my heart implode. I'm breaking out, escaping now. Feeling my faith erode. Muse and Hysteria from 2003. I used to sing Starlight by Muse. I really need to quit smoking. Yeah, Muse, the lead singer of Muse, whose name I don't actually even know. Like, I'm a big Muse fan, but I don't get into the whole, like, the name of the band members and that sort of stuff. I should know more about these people, but I don't. All right. I'm going to... that was the penultimate song. and this is our ultimate song. We're going to go to 2008 and play this tune. This is, look, I love Coldplay. I'm going to say it right now. I really like Coldplay. I think that they construct songs, rock songs, ballads as well. This one's probably less rocky than something I probably could have played, but they bring together a lot of the very classical kind of rock stylings and make it, accessible for a lot of people. So I know people that in their 20s that love Coldplay. I know people in their 60s that love Coldplay, and everyone in between. And I don't think you can argue that they write some hooks. I've taken a lot of my inspiration from Chris Martin, who plays piano and plays guitar, and I think writes some of the best hooks in popular music these days. So we're going to finish with a Coldplay tune. This is one of my fave Coldplay tunes from 2008. It's called Viva La Vida. I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stands on pillars of stone and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you had gone there was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. Was a wicked and wild wind down the doors to let me in, shadow windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once they were gone there was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while we're chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced through the night. Remember, how the stars stole the night away. Ba, 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 honey, yeah. So do you remember? Buddy, yeah. Dancing in September. Buddy, yeah. Never was a cloudy day. Sorry, I had to September roll at the end of the show, so that you got that song in your head all day. So you're walking around going ba ba ba, because it is almost the 21st of September. Yeah. So Earth, Wind and Fire, they're 1978. I call them rock. Because why not? So that is going to do it for the show. I know, and if I play that song for reals, if I want to play it all the way through, I have to play it at the start of a set because my voice doesn't hold out. But thank you, everyone. Cheers again. Cheers again for hanging out. Let's say farewell to all. Encore. I've run out of tunes. Unless I play my new. Should I play my Song Timber tune? I've played it once before, haven't I? Maybe. Well, maybe we'll do that, but we'll say goodbye first, and then maybe we'll go out and I need to practice my Song Tempo tune. Good night, Trevor Bear. Thank you, Mum and Dad. Thank you, Clayton Von Clues. Thank you, Midnight Bandit. Thank you to Joe and Barry Glenn. Appreciate you, Tremor Bears there. We've got Mr. Michael Thompson, Thomas Christ, our wonderful moderator, of course, Mark Burrell as well. Who haven't I said good farewell and hello and goodbye to? Leela, Lou Reality, I did see you sneak in there. Angela Sinclair, who is here week on, week out, and appreciate you. Yeah, I need to practice. Feel free to go, but I need to practice my new Song Timber song, and it'll probably. I'd suggest you leave now because otherwise, this is going to get stuck in your head. Because it's a bit of a hook. I've been walking around singing it to myself for days, and yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I've warned you. Where are we? Songwriting. Here we go. I've got to. There we go. Okay. All right, let's try this one. This is an encore. This is one last song. This is called Grown Ass Man, and it's a rock song. It goes like this. Never one for going hard. Never had a fear of missing out. Never happy in a crowd. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm a grown-ass man. Please take me home. I've done all that I can. Please take me home. Never had to see the lights. Please take me home. Never had an urge for starting fights. I want to go home. Kinda happy on my own. Please take me home. And I know I'm surely not alone. 'Cause I just don't have a plan. Please take me home. I've had all I can stand. Please take me. So I'll quietly creep up the back stairs and you won't hear a sound. You'll awake and wonder what the time is. It's only 10 p.m. I'm a grown-ass man. Please take me home. I've done all that I can. Please take me home. Yes, I don't have a plan. Please take me home. And I've done all that I can. Please take me. Thank you, everybody. I hope you had fun and had a good time here tonight. Thank you for sticking around, for those who did, for the encore. So that song is my Songtember song that we are finishing up in the next couple of weeks here on the channel. So stay tuned for that one. Don't forget that we've got Your Music live tomorrow. So if you've got songs, make sure you submit them. Come along, listen into some cool indie music. And then GarageBand Weekly, where we're looking at the brand new hip-hop pack in GarageBand. That's all coming up in the next 2 days. But whew, that's one of the longest shows I've done, hour and 15. So I need to get myself some rest. Thank you, everyone, for being here. You're all awesome. And as we say at the end of every show, please be kind to yourself, be kind to others, keep creating, and I'll see you next time here on the Happy Hour. Bye for now.